Hey guys, what is up? Today we're diving into a movie that kicks off in a place of glitz, glamour, and total chaos, a casino called Silver Star in fabulous Nevada. On a slow day, not many high rollers around, our card dealer Tom and the awesome waitress Tori, they're just hanging out, bored out of their minds. And what do bored people do? They decide to sneak off to the storage room to, blow off some steam. Wink. But hold on, because outside, things are about to get seriously dramatic. It's Peace Day, a huge global event where all the world's nuclear weapons are supposed to be destroyed. Sounds great, right? But then, bam, something goes terribly, horribly wrong. You won't believe this, but everyone witnesses a massive nuclear explosion. I mean, my jaw dropped. This is not how you celebrate Peace Day. And just like that, the lights flicker, then totally die, plunging everything into darkness. And guess what? Tom and Tori are trapped in that storage room. The electronic lock on the door, totally busted. Tom starts banging on the door like a maniac, but Tori, cool as a cucumber, tells him to chill out and wait for help. And Tom, he's like, "Are you kidding me, Tori? If the manager catches us here, we're toast." And Tori, she's got that sassy comeback ready. "Dude, if you get fired this time, you're on the state's blacklist. No one's gonna hire you." She's got a point, honestly. But luckily for them, voila, the power surges back on. They burst out of that room practically flying. But when they hit the main casino floor, guys, it's a scene straight out of a horror movie. Everything's trashed, tables are overturned, and there's no one around except for the super creepy old lady in a motorized wheelchair. They try to talk to her, but she's not responding. The chair, though, it's moving all on its own. Tori sprints to stop her before she crashes, and this old lady lets out the weirdest, most snake-like hiss you've ever heard. And her eyes, you won't believe this, they're not human. Suddenly, she lunges at Tori, who manages to push her away. But the old lady comes back for more, throwing Tori onto a table. My goodness, this is intense. Tom, being the hero, rushes in, picks up the old lady, and tosses her aside. But she gets right back up and charges him. So Tom, thinking fast, grabs a walker, and just starts wailing on her until she's finally, done for. Phew! Just when they catch their breath, Tom and Tori are startled by another person. Turns out it's Jensen, the magician's assistant, and he's totally clueless about what just went down. Like seriously, Jensen, read the room. Tori heads to the surveillance room and gets a major shock. The cameras are showing everyone outside, and they've all turned into savage zombies. You guys, this is where it gets crazy. She sees Victor standing on a car with another survivor, with zombies trying to get to them. Victor, thinking quick, shoves the other guy to distract the horde and makes a break for the casino. He bangs on the door, Jensen opens it just enough and then slams it shut, keeping the zombies out. Jensen, still a bit dazed, leads him to the changing room to get cleaned up. Meanwhile, Tom and Tori decide they're not going down without a fight. They're going to defend the building. They head to the kitchen and are horrified to find two zombies chowing down on raw meat in the fridge. Gross. Tori quickly slams the door shut on them. Moments later, they hear the casino chef shuffling down the hallway, making these awful guttural noises. They realize he's a zombie too. They quietly follow him to the laundry room, manage to tie him up with a sheet, and then shove him into a washing machine, slamming the door shut. Genius. Next, they enter the dining room and find more zombies feasting on casino food, so they lock that door too. At the same time, Victor is wandering lost when suddenly a zombie hand reaches out from a bathroom door trying to drag him in. He struggles with the door, finally manages to close it, and lives to see another day. Talk about a close call.
A little later, the rest of the group arrives in the same hallway. They find a woman crying in a room with a zombie feasting on a corpse nearby. Oh man, that's just dark. Tom convinces her to move slowly towards them, but she freezes when the zombie spots her moving. And at that exact moment, a zombie in the hallway lunges at Jensen, while the one in the room attacks the woman. Two more zombies suddenly emerge from another room, coming for Tom and Tori. But our heroes are quick on their feet. They jump out a window and land in the swimming pool outside. When a zombie leaps after them, it crashes to the ground and is no more. And meanwhile, Victor rushes to Jensen with a fire extinguisher and starts pounding on the zombie until it's dead. What a bizarre but effective weapon. Later, Tom heads to the roof, desperate for a signal on his walkie-talkie. No luck. He just stares at the zombies roaming the streets. Back in the casino, Tori and Jensen start moving furniture, barricading the doors. Strategic. That night, they notice the zombies outside are just standing there, sleeping. Creepy, right? So they decide to clear all the bodies out of the casino. The next day, Tom sets up a wooden plank to connect their building to the one next door. As he carefully tries to cross, the plank breaks and Tom falls. My heart stopped. But thankfully, he manages to grab onto the window of the floor below him at the last second. Whew. Days turn into weeks, and the group starts getting restless. They're bored out of their minds, doing nothing but playing cards, drinking, and smoking. Pretty relatable, even in an apocalypse. Tom suggests they escape to an island, otherwise they'll starve in the casino. The group agrees, and Tom heads back to the roof. That's when he spots a convoy of trucks in the distance. He's so excited, he accidentally drops the radio, which had finally picked up a message from a rescue team. Oh, the irony. He rushes to tell the others that he lost the radio and they need to find a way to get the convoy's attention. Victor points out a massive spotlight in the building across the street. So Victor, Tom, and Tori head out, leaving Jensen alone in the casino. Poor Jensen, always left behind. The three move with extreme caution, trying not to wake the sleeping zombies around them. They finally reach the building, find the spotlight, and switch it on. But of course, it also starts blasting music, waking up all the zombies. Seriously? Victor manages to turn off the music, leaving just the beam of light, but it's too late. The three sprint and jump onto a truck with the zombies hot on their heels. Jensen, bless his heart, throws some raw meat out the window, but it's not enough to distract them all. So he sends out a remote-controlled toy car with fireworks on it, and that sends all the zombies chasing after it, allowing our trio to get off the truck. But the fireworks run out quickly, and the zombies are back on their trail. Victor manages to make it back to the casino, and Tom and Tori try to follow, but unfortunately the zombies block their way, leaving them no choice but to hide inside a bus. And that's when they notice the zombies are even more aggressive now. Suddenly, a zombie lunges out from between the seats and bites Tom's finger. Tori, quick as a whip, shoots it in the head, and then without hesitation, she grabs Tom's hand and chops off the bitten finger to save him from infection. And just as she does that, bam, another zombie appears behind her. Tori throws the severed finger to distract it, clever girl, then shoots it while it's munching away. In that intense moment, the military convoy arrives, opening fire on the zombies, killing almost half of them. The other half escape, though. Tom emerges and asks the soldiers about the rest of the city. A soldier tells him everything's fine, then promptly pistol whips him. What? Not cool, dude. The soldiers then use a radiation detector to make sure they haven't been exposed. And then Commander Ramsey orders his soldiers to sweep the casino. One soldier sees a friendly-looking zombie and decides to take it with him. Seriously? A pet zombie? After they enter the casino, they kill the zombies that were trapped in the fridge and washing machine. A few moments later, Dr. Cindy, Commander Ramsey's daughter, yells at Tom for drinking while he's so badly injured. As she tends to his hand, she tells him their group is heading to Lake Tahoe to get as far away from the nuclear blast zone as possible. Tori, feeling a pang of jealousy, walks over and sees the soldier feeding the pet zombie. You could feel the tension building, right? Meanwhile, Ramsey pulls Cindy aside and reminds her that they can't trust anyone that easily.
A little later, Tori goes to the bathroom and finds a female soldier throwing up. Even though the soldier insists she's fine, Tori has her suspicions. Smart girl. When Tori returns to the main room, she notices most of the soldiers look a little sick. So she goes to Jensen and Tom and tells them that these people are hiding something. And that's when Jensen, my boy, decides to hide behind a wall to eavesdrop on Ramsey talking to one of his men. And what does he learn? That they're loading their trucks, and he confirms that the soldiers are indeed sick from radiation exposure. Oh no! Jensen sprints to the kitchen and discovers the soldiers have taken all of the casino's supplies. When he gets to the garage, he's shocked to find out Victor was helping them. Victor, you traitor! Suddenly, the pet zombie attacks Jensen, forcing him out of his hiding spot, and he decides to confront the soldiers. After Tori joins him and explains that everyone is infected, Cindy can't believe her father would do such a thing. At that moment, Tori curses Victor for his betrayal. And then Jensen reaches for his gun, but the soldiers see him and open fire, killing him instantly. No, Jensen! Tori rushes to him, then grabs Jensen's gun and opens fire on them. The soldiers scatter and hide, and Tori manages to get back to the casino. Ramsey declares they're leaving without her, and Cindy asks Tom to come with them. Tom then tells them about another storage room with food. As soon as they get there, Tom presses the door lock button and it instantly opens, releasing all the trapped zombies who immediately attack the soldiers. Ha! Take that! Tom manages to hit a soldier and grab his weapon. A little later, the zombie group reaches the garage and many soldiers are injured. Ramsey tells the trucks to leave without waiting for the rest of his men. Total jerk move, Ramsey. The next morning, Tom confirms to Tori that they're out of food, so they have to leave. Then, Tom gets an idea. He goes to the roof, uses a rope, and manages to lasso a zombie by the neck. Brilliant. He tells Tori to take his keys before he lets the zombie fall and die. Then they go to the garage and try to figure out which car the keys belong to. After using the car's remote, they finally find the right car and speed off. But unfortunately, they find the gate locked with a code. This makes Tom furious and he shoots the gate machine. When the zombies hear the shot and charge at them, Tom and Tori run towards the stairs to hide on the roof. This is just non-stop action. And then, that night, after drinking a lot, they start to get a little friendly with each other. But suddenly, the honk of a truck horn stops them. When they look at the truck in the street, they discover it's Cindy, and she's freaked out by a zombie in the street, and her car flips over. Oh my gosh. This brings all the zombies swarming around her car, but she quickly gets out and fights off any zombie that tries to get close. At this moment, Tom arrives inside a giant decorative casino ball, and he manages to get Cindy inside it. Genius! After the two return to the casino, Tori points her weapon at Cindy and accuses her of being infected like the others. But Cindy explains that none of the soldiers were infected, assuring her they were just suffering from the side effects of radiation exposure, and then tells her they all died after being attacked by a zombie horde. Ugh! Suddenly, they hear a zombie banging on the door with an axe. Tori blames Cindy, accusing her of leading them there. She then runs to the roof where she has a major meltdown. Meanwhile, Tom and Cindy drink together, and Tom opens up, confessing that he caused the death of his pregnant wife while driving drunk. Oh man, that's heavy. In return, Cindy confesses that she has a daughter, but she doesn't know if she's alive or not because she lives with her ex-husband in another city. Tom then promises her that he'll travel with her there to look for her daughter. The next morning, Tom wakes up to find a zombie in the room, and a fight breaks out between them, but Cindy quickly grabs a knife, plunges it into the zombie's head, killing it instantly. Go, Cindy! Afterward, Cindy and Tom go to the roof and discover that zombies are now entering the casino. When they quickly head towards the door, they find Tori trying to close it to prevent them from entering. Tori then tells them they have to use the bombs. So Tom opens all the gas lines in the kitchen and Cindy starts preparing the explosives. After that, they try to join Tori, who had taken an axe and gone ahead. But unfortunately, they find some zombies blocking the way and are forced to take another path. At this point, they enter the dining room to reach the stairs. But unfortunately, there's a zombie there. Suddenly, it grabs Cindy by the leg and tries to bite her, but she grabs a stick and plunges it into its head. At the same moment, Tom hits it from behind. When another zombie attacks them, the two quickly run to escape via the stairs. But to Cindy's bad luck, as she descends, a zombie grabs her and tries to pull her by the hair. But in the end, it can't hold her and lets go. This causes her to fall and break her leg. Oh no! Tom helps her up and assists her in walking. When Cindy reminds him about her daughter, Tori appears and tells Tom that Cindy will slow them down, which will cause them to die because of her. And when Tom refuses to listen to her, Tori hits them both with the axe and leaves them alone. What a betrayal! As soon as she reaches the garage, she sees a zombie there and shoots it, then places the explosives on the gate. But to her bad luck, before she leaves the area, another zombie appears, jumps on her, and bites her lip. And at that moment, the explosives she placed on the gate detonate, and Tori is severely injured, causing a large number of zombies to gather on top of her. Meanwhile, Cindy wakes Tom up, and they run to hide in the storage room before the kitchen bomb explodes too. Finally, the two survive and manage to reach the garage. They then get in the car and exit through the hole the bomb made in the gate. And at this point, we see Tori, who has turned into a zombie, getting ready to chase them. And that's how the movie ends. So don't forget to share your opinion in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this recap and want more intense stories like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. We've got more awesome content coming your way, so don't miss out. See you next time.